What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Darkside here, back with another video, and today we're going to be going through the ESBC June update. Finally got released. We've all been waiting. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. Alright, June development update. Hello, fight fans. It's funny. ESBC update. And this month, the studio has been focused on upgrading the back-end systems to support the massive expansion of boxers featuring in ESBC. Due to the huge change in scope for the game, we have to ensure the foundations we are building are solid, as this is no longer the small indie title that we started making last year. Now that is good news. That means basically they're growing past what they originally sought out for, which we all thought, but it's good that they're actually saying it now. So I'm assuming they had like some type of limit for their roster. They had like a couple of different caps for things that they thought they might need in the game, but how much support the game's gotten is probably blown away whatever their expectations were. So it's good that they're upgrading the game in the back end so to support all the growth that they've had so far. It's good news there. Let's see a gameplay walkthrough. Our next gameplay walkthrough video will be posted soon. In this, we'll showcase some of the features that we've talked about in these monthly updates. Good. If you enjoyed the alpha gameplay footage in March, then this is the video for you. Great, because I definitely enjoyed that video. We are currently going through an approval process to ensure that we can show the boxers we want to feature in this walkthrough. Okay, so we don't have a release date for the gameplay walkthrough, but it sounds, from the sounds of it, let's see. Currently going through the approval process to ensure that we can show the boxers we want to feature in this walkthrough. Okay, so we don't have a release date, probably because they can't guarantee a date yet because they're still trying to get approval for some of the fighters. It's kind of weird if they have the right, well, I guess it's probably something in the contract where they have to make sure they can be shown before the full game is released. I guess that would make sense, because if you're like Lomachenko or somebody like that, you don't want to be shown in a gameplay that's not even finished, and your model isn't looking good, your moveset's not looking good. So I can understand that. That's understandable. I was hoping for a release date, but I can see why they couldn't give us one there, but it should be coming this month regardless, or next month, basically. July, regardless, so it's still good news in the end. Let's see, E3 trailer. We weren't planning to appear at E3, however, when Games Radar offered an opportunity to introduce ESBC to a new audience, we jumped at the chance. This level of exposure is a huge boost for a small indie developer like ourselves, and we're really thankful to the GR team for including ESBC in their show. As this was likely the first time many gamers had seen or heard about ESBC, we created a video with a mixture of existing and new content. Exactly what most people thought there. I mean, we knew they had to include some of the old content because a lot of the people didn't know about the game back then. So of course they had to include some of the old content. And it looked like it was more of like they weren't expecting to get into E3. It was like a last minute thing. But I'm glad that they were able to showcase themselves at E3 because that's huge for the gaming community. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the second page. Alright, here we go. Gameplay features. This month we have been focused on improving and iterating the in-ring action, ensuring all the mechanics work in sync together, rather than introducing more features on top of an already feature-rich combat system. Okay, so what I'm taking from that is basically that they're not adding, they haven't been focused on adding more features to the game. They've just been focusing on pretty much just, finalizing and making sure everything that they already had in place is working correctly. Which I definitely would like that more, rather than them adding a whole bunch of stuff and having to tune stuff over time. Kind of nail down and get right the stuff that's already in the game currently. Which I think is good, especially if early access is coming up. We want those things to be pretty much nailed down so we can give our opinion on it, so they can go back and revise things if necessary. Alright, studio update. Whilst we are still a small studio based in Sheffield, England, we have attracted some of the best talent from the biggest studios in the world. Okay, with recent hires from Epic Games, EA, and Sumo Digital, we are incredibly excited about the growth of the company and the lead up to delivering one of the best boxing titles ever made. Having said all of this, we have to remind our community that we are still only a fraction of the size and budget traditionally required to fully develop a AAA game of this nature. However, we are making great progress utilizing new methods within the video game industry. I don't know where I got new from. Okay. So basically this is a AAA game is what they're saying here, from what I can tell. They're basically saying we're making a AAA game with less than the AAA staff, is what they're basically telling you guys. So they got a couple of hires from some pretty big companies, so I assume as the project's gotten bigger and bigger as time goes on, they've had to increase some of the positions and scale their team, which is good. That means that it's going in the right direction. We're heading in the right direction, right? That's just good news, very good news. And I like that they said that it's basically that they're developing a AAA game, because from what we've seen so far, I think we can all agree that we don't see an indie game, right? We see a AAA title. But they don't have a AAA studio, so they want you to basically realize, yes, they're trying to make a AAA game, however, they are still limited in capacity of what they can, like their staff size, different things of that nature. So while they are trying to produce a AAA game, be patient with them, because they do not have the staff that AAA game normally would have. So that's something to keep in mind as, you know, we get more monthly updates, or when's the release date, you know, things of that nature. It takes them a little bit more time because they don't have the size of a full big studio like EA, Epic Games, and people of that nature, right? Which makes sense. Overall, we didn't get too much new information here, which is, I think some people might see that as a negative, but I kind of see that as almost a positive as well, because that means that I think we're getting closer to an actual release date for early access, and hopefully the full release date will come later this year, as they've been saying. I think they're polishing what they've already had in place since they've been upgrading the back-end systems. Now they're just polishing up the different mechanics and things they've already introduced, and hopefully once we see the gameplay trailer, that will pretty much, you know, get the ball rolling and people will be excited for the game, because that's the main thing that people are waiting for now. That's the main criticism I see so far, is when's the gameplay trailer? We want to see more gameplay. And I think if the gameplay walkthrough delivers, then this game is going to take off, man. It's going to be crazy. Man, I can't wait. So excited. Yeah, but with that said, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys leave a like. Comment down below what you guys are most excited for in ESBC, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because I'll be doing more videos like this along with some gameplays and things of that nature. Love to have you around. Alright, man, I'm going to go ahead and head out of here, and yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.